Welcome back to another Almost Funny episode of the Almost Funny podcast. I'm your Almost Funny host, Chaz, Velez, and I'm joined by a very funny guest, so you're welcome. My friends, can I introduce you? If you don't know, you oughta, but now you do. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Simard. Tommy, buddy, thank you for rushing out on a weekday for me. like a real boss.
Oh man, thank you for having me, dude.
You're saying that now, but like now I'm only gonna ask you political questions.
This is very exciting for me.
Is it really?
It is very exciting.
Now, before we started the show,
yeah.
Other than my dog sexually
harassing
you,
he was
my dog gave your knees a real rogering. He's nice. This is your first podcast?
This is the first one ever. Yeah,
you have like a real podcast energy. Like, and I mean that as a compliment.
Thank you.
But like, if you told me the first day we met, you were like, I produce 7 podcasts and I'm on 8. I'd be like, yeah, obviously Tommy's a fucking guy. Tommy's the guy that know. You've been doing comedy less than a year.
Yep, 8 months. Yeah,
insane. 8 months. You have made it to the finals of multiple comedy contests.
Yeah,
right. We haven't taken home a title
yet.
Not
yet. Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's a good thing. Let's start there.
Okay.
Just because the most boring way to start is just like, what was the first time that you signed up for a comedy contest? What did that feel like? Was it just that you heard about one? You're like, a show's a show, baby. Or were you like, I'm going to show these motherfuckers what's up?
Well, no, I was at an open mic. I feel like I was at, I forget which one, but I was like, it didn't even cross my mind to sign up because I was so young. I was so new.
Well, we're first graders in comedy.
Right. So I was like, this, you know, it's like for people that know what they're doing, you know. And then I was talking, I think Chris Roach or somebody. I was talking to somebody.
He was a monster, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, should I do it? You know, he's like, yeah, why the hell not? You know,
that's awesome.
You know, just
I think one of my favorite thing about comedy contests is that like any worthwhile talent, and like worthwhile is like, I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean like people that we see and are funny.
Right.
All of them are like, they don't fucking matter, but also as well as do it.
Right.
Like my favorite was the Long Island Laugh Off's my favorite experience ever. Because the guy running it used to be the main booker at Governor's. And the first thing he tells everyone is like, that doesn't matter. Just go have fun. Like just go try to do a good job. So the amount of people that take it serious, I know winners of some of these competitions that were like, yeah, okay, I won. It's awesome. But
right.
Who gives a shit?
I mean,
it's such a weird art form. But what I really kind of wanted to lead in, I'm going to start you off with like a heavy-ish question.
Okay.
But no, I'm just kidding. What do you think regarding like? Do you believe comedy is subjective, or do you think there's an absolute through line? And I ask this because like I wouldn't trust someone who didn't think George Carlin was funny.
Right.
Like if you're like, he's just not for me, I'm like, well, then neither is comedy.
Right.
Whereas like Carrot Top, I'm not offended if you think Carrot Top is funny, but that's like comedy's fast food.
Yeah.
What do you personally feel about comedy? Or do you not give a shit? Because that's the other thing is like plenty of people are like, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, George Carlin, so I always had HBO. My parents always had HBO. I had HBO in my room when I was young.
You know?
So, you know, I was watching Real Sex. You know, I was way ahead of my time as far as that goes. But I remember always watching the comedy specials, you know, George Carlin. Like, I remember, like, I didn't understand half the stuff he was saying, but I knew it was brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, I knew it was like, how does he remember all these words? How does he... You know, I always thought about it, but George Carlin was like my guy. And he's still my guy, you know. Dave Chappelle, you know.
All the guys like in that vein.
Yeah, like I remember Killing Him Softly. Well, I remember exactly where I was. You know, I was laughing till you couldn't even breathe. You know, it was, you know, it's, I love it. You know, it's great.
It's so funny too, because like Carlin specifically had a point, but was like a grumpy guy about it. And your comedy has like zero grumpy in it. Like I and again, it's not that I've seen every set you've done, but we have a very similar open mic schedule.
Yeah.
We've worked a lot of the same, we've worked for a lot of the same producers.
Mm-hmm.
Your comedy, I think one of the things I love about your act, right, and your sets is it does always come with a side dish of like, that's great. Like that could be like a poster for you. Like if you had a special tomorrow,
right?
Like I know what the title will be, but I'm not going to spoil my favorite joke in the world. Do you think loving Carlin caused you to build your style, like specifically to avoid that Carlin impersonation?
It wasn't that I avoided it; it was that I'm incapable of doing that. Like,
Really?
Like I could never
You're just
remember
too
that.
happy of a guy, or it's just too many fucking words?
It's too many words, and I'm not like I don't know. I'm not an angry person. Like I'm not a grumpy person, so it's hard for me to. I mean, listen, I get irrationally mad at things, but I don't like. It's not like I'm actually mad.
Yeah.
It's just like what's going on with this, and then I can go on for talking about it forever.
So again, I don't want to spoil you're still young, but you're not a young pup.
No.
You're like a grown man. Got a kid, got a great career.
Right.
What took you from worshiping at the altar of Carlin, watching Chappelle's show, seeing his thing? What kind of shifted you into like, I gotta try it?
I've always been on my list of things to do.
It's like your bucket list.
It's always been on my bucket list, and then just things like so. Before this, I was rapping.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I rapped for like 10 years.
I always forget that every time.
Yeah.
You got rapper face.
Rapper face.
You got rapper face.
Yeah,
like if I saw you on a post, I'd be like,
yeah, he's a rapper face.
Yeah, rapper face.
No, but I did that for a while, which was crazy. I don't know why, but I loved it. But I should have just.
Your mic's trying to run away.
I should have went right to. I should have went to comedy. I wish I would have started comedy when I started rapping,
Which makes sense. It like, so was it a similar track? Like who was the rap guy? Who was your rap Carlin?
Oh, I liked, Nas, DMX, Big Pun, Jay-Z, like I was Eminem, I was around that era, that's when I started getting into it. But before, so I wrestled. I pro wrestled.
Jesus Christ!
And then when pro wrestling,
you just did every career I loved.
So when pro wrestling, I realized my body wasn't made for pro wrestling.
Yeah.
All the other aspects of it, I was really good at. The talking, the all, everything, the fan reaction,
interactions. But all the shit that didn't involve getting into basically a car crash.
Every match I'd get hurt. Every match.
How long did you train?
So I did like backyard wrestling for a while. I backyard wrestled with a couple guys that are in like WWE, AEW.
Name drop.
Tony Nese.
Oh shit!
I wrestled with him in the backyard, and then I went to
Tony Nese.
Tony Nese,
one of the most absurdly in shape people of all time.
Oh my god, yeah.
Was he ever like chubby?
Oh no. he always had muscle.
Tony Nese, man.
Yeah. But yeah. So and then I started training. I trained before he even started. And then that's when I realized my body was not made for this, which was a sad day.
I can't even imagine.
It was a sad day once I realized that. And I was like, what am I going to do now? I always wanted to entertain.
Yeah.
That was the main objective. I wanted to entertain people. And I just thought that would be a way in, And then I was like, all right, what can I do next? And then I went to music. And then once 10 years in, I realized, maybe rap isn't, going to work out. It wasn't that we were bad. It was just, we just didn't have the tools. Yeah, we had a group. It was 4 of us. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It was cool.
It's tough. You don't hear about a lot of fucking groups out of Long Island, and I guess that's the trick though, because you don't really hear about them because there are a bunch, and none unless there's someone who breaks through. Has anyone done music on Long Island since Billy Joel? The reference is Billy Joel. There are other, but only one can claim that.
Yeah, area. I mean, I'm sure there's some that are.
Because I'm sure even when you guys were doing it, you guys considered yourself New Yorkers.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Opposed to Long Islanders. Pro wrestling is one of the few things that there's specific, your town could get you a pop.
Music is crazy because 1,000 things need to be perfect for a song to be the song. So many things need to come together. I listen to old songs and I'm like, what if that drum wasn't there?
Yeah.
What if that one thing? What if that one lyric would change? Would it have been as good? So it's a perfect combination of all these things coming together.
It's a good point though, because of the things you listed, did you ever try theater or play acting?
Oh yeah.
Again, that just feels like a natural thing to try.
Yeah.
All of that shit's collaborative.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy isn't.
Right.
You need a team to get a show done. But to do a show, it's just you and your thoughts. Right. Ideally, because unfortunately we all know some people that are like, I'm gonna take this Louis C.K. bit, I'm gonna make it worse and pretend it's mine.
Right.
Obviously, those people don't count as people either.
Right. Right.
When you had to switch over, trying all that stuff, and then be like, all right, well, this didn't work. My body was an asshole.
Yeah.
What was your worst injury?
Oh, my shoulders are still jacked up.
Just like that, which is worse than like break your face is one thing.
Yeah.
Like we're recording this a little bit before it goes out, but like the Paul brother getting his jaw broken, which is hilarious. It just makes me so happy to see those photos because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But seeing his face all mangled, like a broken jaw is a cartoonish injury.
Yeah.
But a ruined shoulder that could be ruined forever is like invisible. They're like, rub some dirt on it.
All of my injuries were like invisible.
And
like,
you were bigger at the time?
No, I was
You were like,
I was smaller. I was like the best shape of my life.
Gotcha. From training?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I didn't even, so I didn't gain weight. Like I gained a lot of weight after rap ended.
Okay. It wasn't like while you were rapping.
No.
Pun is getting some action because he's a big boy. Let me try that. That would have been a fun.
Yeah. No, it was
candy.
Yeah. It was definitely because of lack of being able to be creative.
Gotcha.
I kind of just like
it's a sign of depression.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Almost regardless.
100%.
So you try music for a little while. We'll double back to that in a second. Yeah. When you said okay, comedy,
yes,
was part of that consciously because it's a solo effort? Because like I can't wonder if there were no drums. I'll just write the drums out of the joke.
Right.
Was there part of that, or was it just like, nope, I'm just moving on to my next creative endeavor?
That might have been the hesitation because all of my creative endeavors were always with people. Like I work good with a team.
Yeah.
You know, I like partners. I like
sociable as fuck.
I like collaborations and stuff. So that might have been why I didn't like, being up on stage by yourself is a whole different thing.
It's a different animal. What was your first ever show?
My first show,
like your first time, like actually performing, not
an open mic. My first show was the graduation show for Rocco.
Oh, so you Rocco. Did. I couldn't remember the order of things.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you started before that class, but good friend of the show. I call him Rock, but Steve Rocco.
Yeah,
runs a very good comedy school.
Incredible.
At the time, he was running it out of CM.
Yeah,
CM.
That's what my first show was at CM,
which is insane.
Yeah,
your first show was like a 400 seater.
Yeah, it was
which is crazy.
It was great.
That's absolutely insane. It kind of sets a false.
It was nice.
There was a pit in front of you, and then the theater shows are intimidating.
It was great. It was a wireless mic. It was a Margaritaville backdrop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
I loved
it. Yeah,
we're doing actually. I think this show's there's a chance the show's on after it, but. Me and Rocco were producing a show at that theater.
Right.
And I was on the phone with them today, like ordering champagne and stuff. And they were like, what do you need? And I was like, oh, just a mic and a mic stand. And they were like, I don't think we have a mic stand. I was like, I'll get one. Don't worry. Like, because it's a real theater. Like they put on, 16 shows a year and all sorts of special.
It's a great theater. I thought
I loved it.
Yeah.
CM Theaters, if you haven't been, please go.
Yeah, it's really
I did it in the Heights there, talking about musical theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've made out with a girl in that bathroom.
Oh.
I haven't though. No one paid attention. The first time you step out on that stage, that is a huge stage.
Yeah. What
was the thought?
So until like almost 5 minutes before I went out there, I had no nerves at all, and so I performed in front of lots of people.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm nervous about performing. But it was like 5 minutes before I went out there. I was like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna? Is this gonna work?
Your soul's about to be exposed."
Yeah. So, and then I'm going through the set, and I wish I didn't think about it.
What do you mean?
Like I started thinking about it. Usually when I go out, when I'm performing or whenever I'm doing any kind of performance, I just don't. I try not to think about it because once you start thinking about it, that's when it starts. Gnawing at you. So it's just like, let's just go out there and I know what I'm doing, just go out there and do it. But I mean I wasn't super nervous,
Yeah, but again, that's the benefit of having some performance in your background.
Right.
Is it more like wrestling or is it more like music?
Definitely more like wrestling. Just because I mean you could react the crap
It's Chaz.
It's
like rapping
jazz.
is
Yeah,
jazz music, unfortunately.
like if you hear something like you say dirty joke and it starts to get a little, you know that that's the crowd they are.
Yeah.
You know, like in wrestling, like if you say, you know, something, you know,
your hometown's garbage.
Right. Cheap pops, you know, all these things, but it's definitely more like wrestling, you know. And I was always a bad guy in wrestling.
Wow.
So it's
I could just tell by your vibe. Like you're too good of a person in real life to play a baby face.
Right. It's hard to turn that off. You know, I like being the heel. You know, it's fun. It's fun.
Being
yeah.
antagonistic is fun.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny though, because your comedy, I don't think, is antagonistic.
No.
Like, you're very much like having a good time. Like you're less. Patrice O'Neill has this great quote where he was like, 25% of the audience should be uncomfortable and dislike you.
Yeah.
Like that was always his goal. Is like 25% of the crowd he wants almost hating his guts because he wants to win them.
Right.
Like it's you know, he almost wants to do that babyface turn.
Yeah.
To use kind of wrestling verbiage. Your stuff is seems incredibly genuine. And I'm not sure how much of that is, but you've never shared a thought that felt inorganic, which to me has always been my favorite type of comedy. Like if a joke, anyone can tell a joke, it does kind of lose something. But like you talk about, again, without spoiling it, but like even just you going through like snacks you miss.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's so genuinely a thing that you like, no, I had this flavored munchkin and I wanted to fucking punch the guy who sold me in the face because I should have had this my whole life.
Right, right.
Like there's just that genuineness to it. When you sit down to craft the joke, is it just like what's going on in your life in that moment? Or are you like, this is some silly bullshit? What starts that process for you?
For me, comedy, the funniest comedy is stuff that is true and honest. Yeah. You know, it's just life in general is hilarious. Like there's so much to talk about that is, it's just honest, you know. Yeah, I don't know. There's no reason for me to. I mean, not everything I say is, you know, like it'll be a little bit of an idea, and then I'll take it wherever it goes. But for the most part, everything is rooted in something that has actually happened to me. Or
otherwise, you tell knock jokes. Like otherwise, they're just so clearly disposable.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like again, it could be marked pretentious, but like if I hear a joke and anyone could tell it. It does generally for me way less.
Yeah, I mean, like if I think of a joke,
at least at our level,
right? If I think of a joke and I'm like, you know, I feel like somebody else could think about this.
Yeah,
you know, like I don't do it, like, or I'll do it at an open mic. You know, I'll do those jokes at an open
Sometimes
mic.
You just burn them,
but like, yeah, I gotta. I don't know. It's I'm just an honest person in general too. Like I like to.
One of my favorite not rants. One of my favorite, like, it's a fully structured joke. I know I removed it. I was like, we'll let the people, you know, think that we're just thinking out loud on stage.
Right.
No, you tell a great joke, but the start of it is something that is very true. How much weight have you lost?
220 pounds.
Between the two of us, we lost like a cheerleading team of weight. Like that is so crazy. I know you said you gained the weight after you stopped doing music. What was the impetus for losing weight?
Honestly, it was because I wanted to do stand-up comedy.
Really?
And I didn't want to be the fat stand-up comic that out there doing fat jokes.
That is fucking awesome.
And you know what?
I already had someone crushing that too.
Right.
Like it's a good thing neither of us were like, you know what?
Yeah.
A bunch of fat jokes. This is one of our buddies is killing it right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, again, I don't want to reduce him to being like, but his opening joke is about being fat, and his name is Fat J.
Right.
Like
he's
Fat J is fucking crushing the scene right now.
Yeah.
Being the two little fats, like no one wants to fucking see knockoff Fat J right now. So it's like, it's a good thing.
Yeah, like I needed to have. I didn't want to be that guy, not because it was anything wrong with it. I just wanted to have.
You just want to go a different track.
Yeah.
And again, this is a weird inside. This is like inside fat baseball.
Also, my kids. And I wanted to be alive for my kids.
Nice name for your kids to watch this. Like I thought you said you lost that weight because you wanted to be old for us.
Kids, comedy, health. You know,
that's a good ratio. Was there when you started successfully losing that? I mean, I'll actually rewind. you have kids, so
Right.
like it clearly didn't stop you from making babies.
Right.
Was that weird? Was it weird being like when you went from an in shape guy to, I imagine when you were doing music, a little bit less in shape than when you were wrestling? Or was it about the same?
It was about
You
the
were still
same.
kinda
I
jacked?
maintained, I had to look. You have to look good when you're performing.
Oh
So
shit!
it's when I stopped performing, I was like, yeah,
Fuck
whatever.
it. Now
you
let
know,
what
fucking-
new flavors of Oreos and all the new
yeah.
flavors of Oreos?
Yeah.
Was it ever weird for you? Like that was, I've been fat my whole life. I didn't have like an in shape.
I mean, I was never like in shape. I was always like the bigger guy, but I
bigger
was
dude.
never.
They would big guy was a normal.
Like I was the bigger guy of the group, but I wasn't. I look back now and I'm like, this fucking skinny ass.
Wearing 2X from any store.
Yeah.
Thin as fuck. Was it weird not having issues getting girls when you were bigger, or do you feel like you still did? You just found like good girls. Because I'll tell you, me personally, never once. It never, and I don't want to like do my act, but like I put myself in situations where like there wasn't a huge talent pool of dudes for these girls to choose from. Like I did a lot of theater.
Right.
Those guys could sight read rather, but they weren't trying to take any of these girls to dinner.
Right.
Like they were trying to take each other to dinner.
Yeah.
So
I did theater, so before wrestling, I did theater. I was in acting school, improv school when I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then
you're a full dork.
Oh yeah,
you carry not dork energy well.
Yeah.
Like like some of our peers rock a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Right.
And like not only does it look good on them, it looks like they belong in a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Right.
I don't feel like you would look fucked up in a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Yeah, I mean
now a rock shirt, like a Poontang Pie shirt, I can see you in.
Yeah, I can
Austin 316, you wear one of those.
Yeah.
But you're a fitted cap, like you got a hip hop energy.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a lot. The 10 years that I did it is kind of what.
Oh shit, 10 years.
Yeah, but I was always into that kind of vibe.
How long did you do theater? Did you just fuck around with that until
I just messed around with that. I did a lot of it was more
like
improv and acting classes and stuff, and then I did a couple plays. I was never I could never really sing.
Yeah.
So I was always like cowboy number 4, but always try to weasel in and get a good scene, get a good
You're like, I'll
dialogue.
play Pigpen.
Yeah. I never had a name, but
fair enough.
But I was out there.
Tree number 4. That was my favorite role ever. I was tree number 4.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fun. Just call me one of the trees at that point. You don't need a number. What when you were doing music, you did music for a decade, you said?
Yeah, at least. I still mess around with
What's like the biggest gig you got? Or what was the biggest opportunity you got?
Oh, so we performed at the New York City Marathon. We were the
fuck you.
We were the longest running act in New York City Marathon history. We performed there 10 years in a row. So I performed in front of millions of people, or at least a million of people.
That's
technically
a million of people, by the way.
A million of people.
It's amazing. That's an amazing turn of phrase. What? How did that come about?
My manager got my.
You're your music was like legit. Can people still find it? Is it like on Spotify?
It's out there.
Oh shit! You want them to have to hunt?
It's out there. It's not. It's not. It wasn't. We had a couple good songs, but most of it wasn't.
I mean, your manager got you like a good gig.
Yeah, it was a good gig. Yeah, it was sweet. You got put a stage right there in Harlem. 4 miles from the finish line. We did it every year. We got catering.
How many years in a row?
10 years in a row. We did it 10 years.
Shut the fuck up. So you started music, got a manager pretty early, and got this big. That's a big gig.
Yeah, it was cool.
Was that all you were doing, or you had the moonlight? You had to do like another job.
Oh no, I wasn't getting paid off of the music really.
Gotcha. It was exposure.
We would do shows at clubs and they'd throw us money. We would get paid
to
perform original rap songs at a club.
I'm still so ignorant. I'm like, a manager.
Yeah.
Where was your plane? Like I'm so ignorant to it. And I have like friends who have I had friends. My brother had friends who were like on Broadway. I know a couple people who like broke through and some of them made real money, but it's so strange because the optics are like you have the same gig for fucking 10 years. Part of you must be like, I'm doing this every year until I die.
Right. And it did. We did that every year until our rap died, until we decided to stop doing it.
Yeah, was it a collective group effort?
Like we could have kept doing it. We could have kept doing it.
Oh, you guys just were like.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, all right, we're like, 30 something, we're 30 now. So yeah, we didn't have the tools. Like we had the tools to make the music, to perform, but we didn't have the tools to whatever the next step is. We didn't have the tools to promote. Like
the right manager,
I have ADHD like a motherfucker. So like, there's no way like I'm gonna be on a computer, doing all the legwork. It's tough. It's tough. Like
even with comedy, it's tough.
It's tough with comedy too. Yeah.
I fucking put together a poster. I'm like, oh god.
Oh yeah. So like we used to record our songs. So like I learned Pro Tools and which was it completely killed music for me because I hated the songs after I was, like I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
It's like I want to just create the songs and perform them, but it's a different tool.
I mean, not to push it, directly back into comedy, but that is the nice thing of a joke.
Yeah. You
think of a joke, and if it's good, you can work on that forever.
Right.
I have jokes from the first joke I wrote down. I still like, and it has morphed into, it's been a minute, it's been 10 seconds, it's been 8 seconds. There's a version of it right now that I think is like a quick 5-minute, like blah blah blah. Yeah. And like it still kind of works. I know some people get sick of their stuff. I have yet to master any one particular joke. Again, less than a year. I shouldn't, but I like the pursuit of like, I'm gonna tell my closer as my opener. I'm gonna move this to the middle. I'm gonna try this. Let me try rewording it. Let me try to because I've been having a hard time like finding my original voice was so cartoonish and DJ-ish,
right?
But I loved the energy of it, and I couldn't have one without the other. So it took me months to get rid of that, like
right.
But now I've been having a hard time tapping into that energy. So trying to recraft shit with like a new voice, a more natural voice.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to crank up the energy every time I tell it. Like right now, I'm like, if I was a 10 when I started energy-wise, I'm like a 4 now. But I'm getting back up there. For a while, I was a fucking 2. I couldn't make a punchline would like work enough that people would laugh, but not the way they were when it was a worse joke.
Right.
Which is infuriating. Do you have any of that? We were talking about, again, it's my favorite joke on the island right now.
The potato chip joke?
Your potato chip joke fucking rips. And I don't want you to spoil it.
Okay.
When we do a live show, I might force you to.
Yeah.
But I was shocked and maybe devastated one day when we were talking about it. You're like, it's not hitting like it used to. And I was like, I was ready to fight audiences for you.
Right.
Because it does feel like a betrayal.
Yeah. So when I first did that joke, I did it at Rocco's open mic, and when I was doing his class, and it just like I don't know if I should say it. I hate the kettle cooked potato chips.
Yeah.
Right? I just hate them.
7 people are gonna watch this. You're fine.
Right.
Like,
so like
clues for the joke are okay.
Right. So I had no I was just gonna riff on how much I hate these things, and the riff that I did on the first time that I did it, for some reason, it just morphed into me doing accents and talking to 2 people talking to each other. So in the class, Rocco has said, well, if you're gonna have 2 people talking, turn your body.
Yeah, it's great.
So I was like, let me do a joke that's like that, and I kind of just did that with the potato chip joke, and it worked. Like the first time I did it, people were laughing. I was like, oh, okay, and Rocco's laughing, everyone, and I haven't had that yet until that joke. I've had laughs, but not like.
And Rocco's a tough cookie.
Oh yeah.
Like Rocco does not sell joy frivolously. Right. That motherfucker will stare you in the face and not laugh. And the comedy has a cadence to it.
Right.
So it's like ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Rocco will stare through you.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. I love Rocco.
But I remember so I feel like it's almost too polished now, is why I feel like it's not getting the same laugh. Well, like it's almost too. There's something in the imperfections that make it funny.
And what's funny about that is like you can write imperfections.
Yeah.
It's finding them. It's finding how that sounds. I was talking to John Ziegler, who fucking Long Island headliner, crushes it.
Yeah. He's great. I love that guy.
But he was talking to me about like, a joke is ready when if you record it 10 times you can cut it up and mix up the pieces.
Yeah.
And it still flows exactly the fucking same. It's like a flow state. There's a science to it. I mean, going back to the beginning of the show, I asked, like, you know, do you feel like comedy is subjective? Because I don't, and that's why.
Right.
I think, like, the different styles are fine. You could be, I mean, I hate the term alternative comic because we have our buddy Kelpie. I think some people would misidentify her comedy as alternative. I don't think it is.
Right.
Kelpie just writes great jokes.
Yeah, she's great.
Steve Mazzote's competition winner. People would say I disagree.
Yeah.
He's just a comedian that wears a
His
good
jokes
hat.
His
jokes
incredible.
are fucking joke.
Yeah,
They're I'm trying to think of other people. You know, again, any like really high level talent on the island right now, they're all just comedians, and none of them necessarily, none of my favorite 30 people on the island sound the same. You sound dissimilar to everyone. Your structure, though, is like a comedy structure. Have you ever struggled with that, though? Like, because the way you speak off stage and on stage is true. Like, you're real on stage. Maybe elevated, maybe like The Rock said back in the day, you just turn up the volume.
Yeah.
You know, metaphorically.
Right. Yeah.
With a joke like that, where you're trying to find its most natural cadences, you're trying to make it feel less rehearsed. Is it easier or harder because you have a unique voice? Or does your voice not feel unique to you? Is it like, I'm just fucking talking?
I mean, it's just, this is how I talk when I'm with my friends, you know, and I make them laugh, and I'm just doing it in front of a lot more people, you know?
Ideally, a lot more people. Sometimes way less people. Sometimes 7 people.
Sometimes less people than.
What's the smallest crowd you perform in front of?
Oh, I've 6, maybe 7. I mean, not open mics. Open
like
mics, I performed in front of 2 people.
Yeah,
you know?
And those 2 people hated your guts. Like, I was like, it's not my fault that no one's here.
Yeah.
I did an open mic. It was me, Kevin Lenahan, and fucking nobody else.
Yeah.
So me and Kevin did our 7 because I felt obligated to, like, I was practicing for a weekend show.
Right.
And someone at the bar, I was like, tell me your favorite joke. And I just brought the mic to them because I was like, I need to at least spend a half hour here.
Yeah, I mean,
feel like
we just did that. It was just me, you, and Kevin.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You know,
yeah, it was fun though.
No, yeah, it's great.
It was fun. You know, but as far as audiences go, I promoted a show once. 3 people showed up. I had like
with a promoted show.
I promoted the show, and 3 people came, and I had 7 people on the card.
Yeah.
So less than half of I was like,
yeah,
everyone sit close. It was a great show though. That was like right after I fucking was in the
They could be
hospital.
good if people come to laugh. You know,
some shows I've been to, big crowds, they were not happy. I did a show this weekend for Tyler Noble.
Okay.
At Paradise Studios.
Oh, nice.
Packed room.
I think he's funny.
That's not a big. I fucking love Tyler.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Tyler sucks though because he's like a pretty boy. So Tyler might use comedy to like just get famous, which sucks. However, sucks to be him because he has a beautiful, lovely girlfriend.
Yeah.
So like if he does get famous, he's fine. He's not doing better than his girl.
I think the first time
he's gonna waste his fame.
Right. The first time I saw him was the first time I saw you at Paradise.
Was that the first time?
I think that was the first time. I remember because you have a unique laugh.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking like this guy's laughing is infectious.
You know what's fucked up? Fun fact about my like weird ebb and flow confidence. Enough people hated that I had fun at open mics. I spent like a month trying not to laugh at open mics. Well, which is like the shittiest feeling ever. It like took me a while to shake that off though.
I mean, I thought it was great. I remember thinking like this guy, I thought you've been doing it for a lot longer.
Thank you.
Because of just their presence.
Thank God for your good man, Charlie Brown, run on repeat 30 times.
Just because of your presence, I was like, oh, this guy's, you know, he thinks everything, you know, not everything, but the way you laugh it's good.
I'll tell you that the one downside of that laugh, it's deafening when I don't think something's funny.
Oh, yeah.
So like the minute someone does like the punchline is like, because they're a Jew.
Yeah.
And then I'm polite. So I'm like, I don't look away.
Yeah.
So if we're in a small open mic, you just get to see this.
It's deafening, yeah.
So that I'll admit that sucks about me. The problem is I don't love lying.
Oh, no.
Which is why like sometimes I've had horrible conversations.
Yes.
Some of my best conversations, like Ziegler has fucking to my face been like, that joke's trash.
Yeah.
Because him and I have developed that sort of relationship. I like run to Ziegler if it's an open mic or God forbid a show.
Right.
And I see Ziegler, I'm like, can you please just tell me everything you hated so I can work on it? Because him being like, I like this setup. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. What did you dislike? Not that I don't want the compliment for him. It's just so many people blindly go like,
oh yeah. So that's another thing. Like I was saying, I'm an honest person, so it's hard for me to bullshit people. Like when I say I like something, I want them to know that this is legitimate. I'm not just saying it because, you know, like I'll be like, oh, that's good, you know, that's good. But I won't like, you'll know.
You don't believe it because again, like you're a dad, I'm just old as fuck. Like being polite is important. There's something about like, this isn't a great piece of advice I got from John Truson was you're not in competition with anybody.
Right.
Except yourself.
100%.
The other great thing I heard, Jim Norton has a great call-in podcast.
Right.
Highly recommend if you're ever listening, call in. I've gone through multiple times.
Oh, wow.
So I asked him before my first ever show. I asked him, I'm like, yo, it's my first show. Do you have advice for me? He gave me great advice.
With his wife?
No, that he has a second podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's just I can't remember the name of it right now. But it's great. He like goes up on Instagram Live, and it's a legit call.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
It's an advice show.
Yeah.
But I called in and I was like, what? I mean, him on O&A.
Oh, yeah. That's
the fucking greatest. And he told me, no matter what, you do good or you eat shit, or if you do middle, do a show the next day.
Yeah.
So I begged John Truson, not begged him. Like Truson is one of the guys that he does bringer shows. And if you get an audience,
yeah, I've met him at the competition.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a dude you have to work for at some point.
Yeah.
But I literally, he like gave me an envelope and it was my first show ever. So a bunch of people showed up. I was like, I'll give this back to you if I can do tomorrow's show. Cause he had another class show.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, if you show up, maybe I'll give you 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, see you there. And I'll be the first one there.
Yeah,
so I did get to do, but that was Jim Norton advice.
Oh, wow.
And the other thing he said was don't let like not getting passed or not getting chosen or not getting the call affect you, because you're not even fighting for a spot. You're trying to take someone's spot. So you could be funny as fuck, but if that person is less funny than you, but reliable and has worked there for years, it's like it's not worth the change yet. So it's like your time will be ready for the call.
Right.
And my buddy, Vic Hughes, who won the Long Island, she was in a very similar, she got like a call on a Tuesday to like, do you want to come do 5 at Governor's?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you have to say yes. You have to be ready for fucking that.
Right, 100%.
And, and it was like a fucking sold out room. And I had a giggle room show that same night. So like I was able to pop my head out and like fucking see her Governor's debut. It's like a real show, Yeah. It's not a payday yet, but one leads to the other.
Yeah. I mean, that's my thing is I'm not like, I'm in no rush to do anything. So I'm not like I'm not like trying to do shows.
Yeah.
But as they come, I'll take them. But I'm just trying to get good. That's my main objective, is to get good. And then once I get to that point, then I'll start like really putting the legwork in. But once I get 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that's when it'll start to happen. But I figure as long as I'm just putting the work in and trying to get better, not in competition with anybody, just trying to do my best, perfect things.
There's nothing fucking better than seeing someone crush.
Oh yeah, it's
the few times I've got to see you on a real show and you fucking like tore it up was just like, fuck yes, like who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
That means going before you and going after you is gold. That's all that means. That you just fucking ride that wave. It's so weird that other people that have been in it as little as us, you see them already like Machiavelliing or pissing and moaning about this or that. Again, you and I haven't won shit. We've done a bunch of contests. For me, those are just dope shows.
It's just practice, man. It's
fun in front of sometimes real audiences.
Yeah, 100%.
Like there's no other way I get a sold out. I don't get to be included on a sold out Governor show,
right?
Unless it's a competition. That's just a fucking fact right now.
Yeah.
And I've had some great opportunities. I've been in some great fucking bringer rooms.
Yeah.
That are damn near sold out, but a sold out McGuire's, a sold out Levittown Governors, a sold out Brokerage Governors. That's a whole different fucking energy.
Yeah.
That's a whole different. Again, I've like every now and then I help co-produce or produce a little show, and it's like it's hard to fucking move tickets. So trying to get good is a fucking priority. Try to make your shit as tight as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not a sexy thing because like you imagine comedy. I mean, again, I'm old, so I had like very realistic expectations. My buddy Kim Davinsky.
Yeah.
She does a bunch of comedy.
Yeah.
She's another. I was the one who talked her into taking
the
comedy class.
Yeah.
And she has such a great mindset towards it because she fucking loves it. But her expectations are culo dick. She doesn't have expectations beyond like she's going to try to do comedy as much as she can.
Right.
Because she loves it.
Yeah.
So for her, that means mostly shitty open mics.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you get a show and you pour your fucking heart out it. Have you hosted yet?
I have. Yeah.
How was that?
I loved it.
Fucking hosting rips.
I hosted at Broadway in the city.
Shit!
It was.
Whose show
awesome.
did you host there?
That was.
Was that Greg?
No.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh man.
Make up a name. It was
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.
Paquette.
Paquette. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. No, it was cool.
Red Room or
Red Room. Yeah. Red Room.
That Red Room is sick.
Yeah.
That's a 50-seater that if you can get 20 good people in that audience, it feels like 200. It feels like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. I hosted for Butera too. I did a Butera show.
I've never hosted for Butera. My first hosting for Butera is coming up in February.
Yeah. No, he's it was awesome. I did a show for him at Riverhead, Cider House.
Yeah.
And dude,
I've also never done a dinner show.
It was
See, if we were in competition, I'm losing.
It was so good.
That's awesome though.
Like
I love hosting.
Yeah. I like hosting too. Yeah.
Hosting feels more like a play.
Yeah.
I have something to do the whole night.
It's definitely like you have to pay attention, which is cool, but going back up, like, oh, you missed something, you can kind of go back to it. It's nice. It's nice being able to
have you had to reset someone? Has like someone gone up? Obviously don't name names, but someone goes up and like they really lower the energy in the room. They just had a rough set. So you'd be like, I'm gonna do a quick minute. Try to get the energy back up.
Yeah, so I've only hosted twice, so I haven't really had that issue.
Okay.
One of the shows I hosted, there wasn't a lot of people there, so that was interesting. Yeah, so
I do like the idea that like I have a little bit of like I'm so appreciative that anyone is in the crowd ever.
Right.
But even to me, it sneaks up a little bit. Like this one lady one time, dead center.
Yeah.
I won't even mention the venue. But dead center, puss on her face. And all I could think of was Patrice O'Neal, like, attacked the lady of the crowd once. But I can't make your misery go away. It's not my job to me. And this woman seemed, like, tight about something. And I don't know exactly what.
Yeah.
But that's always kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
Going back to, like, the people that, the 25% hate you. That is, when I see someone, like, doing that or, talking shit to the crowd, that's what like I'm like, how are they doing this? Like that's the thing that is so confusing to me because I feel like if I was to do that, it would come off like no one would laugh. They'd be pissed off at me, But that blows my mind when when they're able to do that. That's something that
it's a whole different skill.
It is.
It's why I'm gonna definitely I'm never gonna have a career because of this podcast because I always want to say something like this. That's why young comics, like comics who've been doing it like the time we have, the idea of wasting 7, 10, 15 minutes on crowd work right now is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking Shane Gillis and you're not.
Yeah.
Do your set.
Right. Well,
tell me a joke, motherfucker. Like, save that skill for later.
Which is like Joe Winchell.
Yeah.
He is so good at talking shit to people, but not having them hate him.
Literally, it makes him more lovable.
It's crazy. Like
honestly,
whenever he does that, if he says
something nice, I'd be creeped out.
Yeah, whenever he does that, I'm like, how is he doing it? It's like a magic trick. Yeah.
He's been doing it long enough though.
Yeah.
That, like he's.
But I want to get to that. It's something that I am interested in getting to that point where I'm able to do that.
That's where hosting I like. Is like you can throw it aside.
You can practice that. And
like I was talking about. The show I did the other night for Tyler Noble, there was a woman, just a very buxom woman with the dude who looked like a gladiator.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not too far away. I'm not afraid of you right now. I'm gonna talk all sorts of shit at your girl.
Yeah.
Like, right. And like the girl loved it. The guy loved, like the guy after the show was like, I thought you were gonna like do a third one, because I did 2 of them. I did the first one where I just kind of like sexually harassed her jokingly.
Yeah.
Then the second one was like, I just saw your boyfriend under the lights. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just kidding. It's all jokes. Like, because he's fucking my mountain. He was like, I thought the third one was gonna be I can go fuck myself. I was like, no, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you might fucking ruin my life.
Yeah.
Which I'm just not. I'm not looking forward to it. So I have a couple friends that I've talked about. I find it offensive when a young comedian says that they killed.
Right.
Because I'm like, the best you can do on Long Island is a Long Island kill.
Yeah.
What is the best reaction you ever got from a crowd? Was it a whole set? Was it just a joke?
Oh, yeah.
What did that feel like?
So at the Riverhead Cider House, I mean, the whole room. Like, I had the whole room. Like, it felt like they were like eating out of my hand. Like, it was crazy. And it was just the same jokes that I always do. They just hit.
They were just locked in.
They were just. I feel like I do better with bigger crowds too, just because my jokes are very. I don't even know. I don't know.
I would argue your jokes are communal.
They're communal.
Your jokes are
they're
more fun if I could nudge someone with my elbow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, ah.
So I feel like
he just said the potato chip was salty. Like,
yeah,
whatever the fuck. I'm trying not to ruin you.
Yeah. But I don't know. I felt great. Like I walked off stage. People were giving me high fives and stuff.
Fuck yeah,
crazy.
My favorite is I am a motherfucker. Try to glad hand after the show. Like I wait by the door.
Yeah.
Just in case, God forbid, someone wants a business card.
I'm so like I don't even know how to react. Like I look, I don't even look at people because I don't, I'm not like good at taking compliments in general. Like I always get awkward because whatever. But yeah, that's crazy.
Funny. You do have kind of like Midwest, like shucks energy.
It's not easy for me to receive compliments, and it's hard for me to even talk about myself. Like that's why I'm surprised.
I'm your fucking podcast cherry, baby.
So
we're gonna do on the next episode. I'm gonna look it up. That's
my
plan. Each episode, we're gonna give you like one more drink. So you're gonna do 10 episodes. By the 10th one, you'll be bombed.
Yeah.
You're like,
we could do that.
We could do that. The thing about Germans is they go what about the opposite, man? Have you ever like really fucking done poorly?
Oh yeah.
What was that like? I'll give you mine.
Okay.
I did a competition for Aragonas, which is John Butera.
Yeah. This
fucking crowd did not want to hear me joke about anything about me getting pussy.
Yeah.
Because my set is almost in rebellion of a fat guy set. My set starts with like, yeah, I'm fat, but also as well as
right.
I eat everything, including box. Like my shit is just tomfoolery.
Right.
So there have been plenty of times where that shit didn't necessarily hit. This particular crowd,
they weren't having it.
And I'm an asshole. I'll Patrice O'Neal it. He ruined me. I've listened to Patrice O'Neal, and he's dead now.
Yeah.
I've listened to enough of his clips. I've listened to enough of we had that radio show for a few months, or like maybe 20 episodes. He's like the worst thing you could do if you're bombing is try to not bomb. He's like, just lean in. So I just did my fucking set. Judges didn't like me. Somehow Butera, who's laughed at those same jokes, didn't like me. Crowd hated my guts. Other comedians fucking did. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah. Although it does. That's like on the ride home, be like, I'm going to go audition for a play. Like, I'm going to go be Winnie the Pooh again because this sucks. But for me, it does feel like falling off a horse. And as much as I'm like, I need a show now.
Right.
I need to go get 5 minutes somewhere right now because I'm funny. They're wrong is the only way I know to survive it.
Yeah. So there's so many things to that. Like I've done I could do the same set, but if the energy just doesn't feel right, it just might not come out right. Like it might not come out right.
One time a day.
But that's the process though. Like some jokes work every time. Some jokes only work in certain rooms. The goal for me, at least what I'm trying to do, is to have the jokes that work, just do 15, 20, 30 minutes of jokes that always work.
Yeah.
Get those, get those jokes that always
exist.
They exist. Yeah, they're out there.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, they're out there.
I've also seen people who I know for a fact are hilarious not do well. And that did let me very easily be like, well, this crowd is wrong.
Right. So I had a bomb, not bombed, but like to the point where
I am worried about that too, though, because I just said that was my worst experience, and it was still a couple of genuine laughs.
Right. So yeah,
I feel like I can go worse.
Even when I did bad, people still came up to me and said, "Oh, that joke was funny." So
to get real specific, like that one joke was very funny.
But it's like, oh man, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about everything. But that's the process. That's the game. That's what we're doing.
Do you think because you've had a couple different passions you've pursued that haven't worked out, do you think it's easier or harder for you to kind of intelligently approach that shit? Because that's like what you're saying sounds easy.
Right.
I know it's not. I know the logic of like, them's the breaks. Some nights are going to go well, some aren't. The fact that all we have definitely is our next open mic,
right,
does raise the stakes. So do you think that you're lucky having had that previous experience? Because again, you said right up front, you were like, I fucking wish I started this earlier. As did I. I wish I started this when I was fucking like, 12. Who's the Pete that was smashing the Kardashian? Davidson. Pete Davidson started when he was like, yeah. Like he literally was like,
a lot of people did. Chappelle started when he was 16, God 15.
Bless those sons of bitches.
Eddie Murphy was young.
They're fucking, obviously more reps makes it easier.
Yeah.
But beyond the jealousy, do you think that's the flip side of the coin? Do you feel like a little bit more patient or a little bit more able to fight through a bad night, or does it suck just as bad?
So the thing for me is, if something doesn't work, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like this, for me, the analogy for me is like, I have constant ideas. Constant.
God bless.
Like I have no issue just doing a joke. It don't work. It's gone forever. Not forever, but it's written down.
Yeah.
I might mess with it, but it's like, for me, it's like trying to catch a waterfall in a bucket. Like it's just constantly.
That's beautiful.
You're trying to catch it, but you're not going to.
I'm fucking jealous. I stare at my fucking laptop sometimes.
Yes. So I never like worry and say someone has a joke that's similar to something I'm working on. It's gone. And that's just how it is. I never. But that's from music, and also just keep moving, just keep going forward. Don't get stuck on something.
What's a joke that didn't work, that you liked, that you tossed?
Oh, so I when I first started, I did a lot of very, very vulgar, just like incestual,
oh shit,
just nothing was real. It was just jokes that were, and I was like,
right now is rewinding the episode to be like, motherfucker said all this shit based on real life.
And it's just like they were funny. I thought they were funny, but like I'm not gonna do that at a Riverhead Cider House, like it's not something that's gonna be in the set. So
it's like, it bums me out when some of my friends have like really good jokes, but none of them are clean.
Yeah,
like I just feel bad because I'm like, well,
doing clean jokes is tough. I'm trying to get a clean set so I can start doing some clean shows, but I don't know.
I have a college gig coming up in February. I'm like,
yeah,
I certainly can't use my old reliable right now. It was like, I like to fuck young girls, like just to get the creepy moment of being like, not that young.
Yeah,
like that's my like cheapest.
I mean, my sets are pretty clean, but still not clean enough to be considered clean.
I think even potato chips can get all the way clean. I think you could. That's one maybe take.
The callback is not
the
clean.
Callback's pretty.
Ziegler said it was clean, but
I mean, Ziegler knows, bro.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not clean.
If you could open for anyone, living, dead, doesn't even have to be necessarily a comedian. If you could open for anyone, do 15, 20, 30 for anyone ever, who and why?
Oh, I mean, it would be Dave Chappelle for some.
Oh shit,
he's the guy.
Current you want to be like on before?
Yeah, Netflix films? Yeah, I mean, I would.
I haven't seen his new special, but
I haven't seen it. I watched the first like 20 minutes. Then
how was it?
It was good, but yeah, I mean, his old stuff, like it's completely, wild. I just constantly laughing, in the act outs and his voices, and there's so many.
He writes quick.
Yeah.
He's like you. He's got a waterfall.
Yeah. That's the hardest part is catching it, because things that I thought, like I've forgotten great things,
Yeah, that's brutal.
That's it's It's just so hard to, and then I have ADHD, so it's hard to like focus stuff.
Do you really?
I just keep moving. Like
Is that why it's so easy to write? Oh,
Yeah.
someone's making a cameo. What's up, Papa? They can't see you, but I know you're here. So like my favorite answer of that so far was a buddy of mine. Leave him alone. Stop trying to make out with the boy. I have a buddy who would open up for a band.
Okay.
If you got a chance to open up for a band, who's the band or rapper?
Oh, the band.
Because like for me, and this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would love to open for Limp Bizkit.
Oh, that would be good.
Like
yeah,
I love them so much. Like all I could imagine is like I want to do a set in a fitted red Mets hat.
There you go.
Just like a little acknowledgement, but also a fuck you to the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
No offense.
Well, we can't all be perfect.
That's right. That's right. I need flaws to overcome. Right?
Yeah.
My team's falling apart, by the way.
It's a sad state
what
of affairs.
the fuck?
I mean, the Yankees aren't that much better, but
yeah, but you guys had like 90 fuck. I do remember, like, I never feel like the Mets are doing that bad because no one has made a movie where Brendan Fraser had to be a magic pitcher for us yet.
Right.
You remember that movie?
Yeah. Oh,
That's how you know your team fucking sucks.
Yeah, he was
so
like,
it brings me comfort because every now and then I watch that movie
Yeah.
just be like, the Yankees suck. It's like the Patriots lost twice ever at the Super Bowl, and I feel like that means the Giants are great and that the Patriots are.
Right.
But a band or a rapper or an act.
Oh, I mean, Jay-Z,
Jay-Z, even with the potential allegations.
I wish
coming down the road.
so DMX was my guy. Like when I was okay, DMX would probably. I loved his energy.
See, that's the sort
I
of
love his energy.
like that sort of energy, or like I tend to call it like Cat Williams energy.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams doesn't get enough credit for his quiet moments,
Right.
because they let his act outs work so much.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love, because I'm having a hard time finding a balance in like even my intro.
Yeah.
Because there are some people that like you're before your first joke, you're so good at being you on stage. Who I am on stage, I feel like it's a lie when I go up and I'm like, how's everybody doing? That's not who I am.
Right.
That's not how I answer my phone. That's not how I answer my door. That's not how I say hello to you guys at open mics. It's not. So it's like finding that weird balance, because like without a music, I feel like if I came out to music, my bullshit would make more sense, because in my head, there's music playing.
Yeah.
I got like ska music as I'm walking out on stage in my brain. So it's like, it's so weird for me balancing that act.
So somebody once asked Tupac, like, how do you go on stage and perform with all this energy if you're on like an off night? And he said something along these lines. I'm paraphrasing because I have a terrible memory. But he said, like, I remember what it felt like to be on in that mode, and I just pretend.
Yeah.
I'd summon that, that feeling, and that's kind of what I do. Like some nights I'm tired as hell, but once I'm going on stage, I just snap into this energetic, ready to party.
There's something about that too that is just legitimately why I like stand-up.
Yeah.
Like for me, again, in my head, not real rules, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
make it up as I go, right?
100%.
Which is like the fun of the show.
Yeah.
It's just like
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like we're all making it up. Part of it is the authenticity of inauthenticity. Like it as I butcher that word, inauthenticity. Nope. You know what I mean.
Inauthentic.
City. Yeah, inauthentic city. There's something about like the lie that tells the truth.
Right.
Like again, nothing I talk about on stage isn't true. Like I do think it's a thing I'm probably gonna burn on New Year's and never use again. Is like this has been a terrible year for me, but it brought me comedy. It brought me a beautiful woman. It brought some of the best days of my life, but by and large, it was like 365 days, 350 sucks. Yeah. Worse than anything's ever sucked. The worst moments of my life happened this year.
Right.
Joking about that shit isn't healing any wounds, but it does make it easier to process. And there's something about making a joke about horrible shit that I love. which is why I'm like offended when people like will just have nothing to fucking say when it's just like cheap.
Yeah.
Bothers me in a really like pretentious way. And then I feel like there's people like, again, Long Island's such a great fucking comedy scene right now for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that like so many people, like if you don't agree with everything someone thinks, they're like, well, now go fuck yourself. Be like, so that's not have to be the case at all. Like that doesn't have to be the case at all. I don't even know what the point of that was. I just got lost in the sauce a little bit.
I mean, I try not to have opinions too strongly either way, because I don't think it matters. Who am I? Who's anybody to have any opinion about anything and act like they're the like who knows?
I was grabbing we were kind of bullshitting around a few comedians, and someone pointed out the fact that me and Ziegler were like sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
And Ziegler and I have 180 political opinions from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Know how many times it's come up in our real life? Fucking goose egg.
Yeah.
Never once has in a real conversation him and I even been a part of.
Yeah.
Our personal politics came up because they don't actually matter. Because anything that we would like butt head on probably isn't real.
Right.
Like any sort of like the crunchy, socialist bullshit that I love, it's never actually come up. Like we've never had a debate about whether or not college should be free. Why the fuck would we?
Right.
Neither of us have kids. Neither of us are planning on going to college. So it's like, what do you like? The weirdness of when people like don't get on is so strange to me.
Yeah.
It's so strange to me. But as we wrap up, hopefully this has been at least a little bit fun. You got some kids.
Yeah.
You got a beautiful lady on your arm. Your parents still alive?
Yep.
You got, I assume, good parents because you came out a good kid. Yeah. Family. I haven't really heard you talk a lot about them on stage. Do you have material that you're like, I hope they're not in the crowd for this? Or again, right now, I guess it's a little bit easier because the longest, the longest set you've done so far.
12,
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Still not a lot of time.
No.
Feels like a lifetime on stage.
Right.
Do you plan on integrating more family stuff as it comes up? Or is it just like, that's for me?
Yeah. So I don't like to force inspiration. So like, I don't like chase things. They come to me. Like the jokes, they just pop in, like
Gotcha.
like I don't like chase like, oh, I'm gonna talk about my dad and my mom now. They come. Like I got jokes about my mom, Puerto Rican, Catholic, I've got jokes, but it's not like I chased them. It's not like I was like I'm gonna write a joke about
so as you find them, you're like, let's see what makes it past.
But there's so much, dude. Like there's so much to talk about. Like that's what like like I used to think like, how do these comedians come up with an hour every year?
Yeah.
But like now that
you're on trajectory,
now that I'm like in it, I'm like, there's so much. Like there's so much to talk about. History, when I was a kid, I just think of something like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that. And there's a 1,000 things to talk about in that specific thing.
What I love about your comedy is I feel like all your jokes are informed by who you are. So even when they're not obviously about you directly or about something specifically,
right,
you're always able to tap into the you of it, which is like my favorite fucking shit, man. It's why literally seeing you at an open mic, and again, it's not just you. There's like a little core of people that if I see them at an open mic, the game, it shifts. My joy shifts because we're going to have a good time, man. This person's going to say something that I'm going to like. Either it's going to be, my superpower is I can hear the same joke 100 times and I'm going to fucking laugh every time.
Yeah.
I'm a good gauge. If I think it's funny once, I'm going to think it's funny on the 50th.
Right.
That's just Borat's funny as fuck. I haven't seen Borat too many times yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anchorman will pop if it's on TV. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, get some jokes in, which is just so refreshing.
Yeah.
That I don't know that at an open mic there's ever been a time where I've seen you run the same exact thing twice. There's always a word tweak. There's always a change. There's always a new tag. There's always a new. So it's just a fucking pleasure getting to hang out with you at all.
Yeah, I try to always come with something different.
It's okay, Baba. Show's almost over. You'll get to walk soon. It's okay, Grumpy. He's like, hey, this is the hour alarm, sucker. We're wrapping up now, producer Jameson. Is there a joke that you have that you've just yet to be like, nah, this isn't the right time? You have like one in your back pocket. You're like, I really want to talk about Palestine. Or do you have some joke that's like just on the tip of your tongue, but you're like, next time.
Oh yeah, I got so many, dude.
It's like a Rolodex full.
I got so many like jokes that are just so ambitious that I want to do, but I'm scared to do them. I'm a little scared to do them because they're not. I don't want to do them and then they fail. I'm like, throw it away. Like I want to make sure that it, there's a lot of them that are really I want to work on, and but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they'll come out.
I'm excited.
They'll get there.
Sneak through.
Yeah.
I told one joke the other night at a mic, and I as I was saying, it was like, this is wrong. I was like halfway through.
Yeah,
it's a short one. It's like 45 seconds, but I was at like the 20-second mark, and I was like, no one's even smirking. I'm fucked.
Yeah. So like, I'll have it written on the page, and I'll like, I do this joke. I'm like, I skip that joke. But one of these days, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna do it.
What? Like, I always think it's funny. Like, not speaking of the quality of the host, not speaking of the quality of the people. What's your favorite like open mic spot right
now? Oh man, there's I like Station Pub. I like
Station's great because it has like great little like light setup.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Joe Winchell, I think he's an incredible host.
Mondays I always work late.
Yeah,
so
Mondays is like my favorite one.
The third time I've ever been able to do Royals.
Yeah, Royals is great because not just because everyone there it's like a family.
They're
so awesome.
Crew.
I love it there, and also it's fucking 10 minutes from my house, so it's awesome. I love it.
Nice and convenient.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the whole scene, all the vibes. I was watching this guy. He said, "What are those big horses that pull carriages?"
Like the Budweiser horses, right?
Whatever those are. He says one of them pulls 1,200 pounds, but two of them pull 3,700 because of the competition.
Yeah,
they get better because there's competition, and I feel like we're like those horses, the better the competition, the better our jokes are going to get. And I love the whole thing. I
fucking love watching people succeed.
Yeah.
Which is why it's just so easy to fucking watch you on stage. Because I feel like it's just for me, the quest is simple. I stole it from Cody Rhodes, but the quest is just to be undeniable.
Undeniable. That's it.
And I think there are people that are on that path. And that path is partially paved because of who they are and their commitment level. And other people have to go through the fucking woods. You have paved a lot of that ground with your dedication to the craft. I see you put in the work, man, and I can't fucking wait to have to call in a favor. Like, I really need to do 5, man. Yeah. Can you let me? I know you're doing. I know you're doing MSG. Can I come hang out?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing someone's like, oh, this guy's really not that funny, and then a couple weeks later, they come in. They're like, "Oh my god, I love it."
I'll give a shout out. And again, I'm not talking about in general, but I've seen Kevin Bowman have rough fucking sets.
Yeah.
And then a week later, those same jokes.
Yeah.
I watched him tear up the giggle room like recently. But that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get to enjoy that with you because I don't think I've ever seen you do bad. But I can also say, week over week, month over month, man, you crush it. If you guys get a chance, follow. Do you have any socials that you
Tommy
like really?
Simard on Instagram, Tommy Simard Comedy on Instagram.
Both or just you're not sure? I'll look it up.
Tommy Simard Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok, but I have no videos.
There's some lawyer, Tommy Simard,
Tommy Simard on Facebook. Those are the two main ones: Facebook and Instagram.
Any early 2026 shows that you want to mention?
Oh yeah, I got February, the day before Valentine's Day, 13th.
The 13th, yes.
Yeah, I'll be at Riverhead Cider House again.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
So funny, he has
John Butera, Eric Onas.
I be hosting that show.
No. Who's hosting it? Keith Fairfax is hosting.
Then maybe I have a red.
No, he's got another show.
Sure has 2 shows.
He's got 2 shows. Yeah,
that's what it is. All right, so I might still see you.
Yeah,
And
Butera's on your show.
Is he?
Yeah, so he's
yours
not
too,
gonna.
or
No, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be at
I'm
mine.
gonna try to harass you at
Yeah.
yours after.
Yeah, you should.
That's great.
It's a great venue. I love it.
I know. I mean, I haven't been. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Just use this podcast to be angry at promoters, man. Thank you so much for doing it. You have a good time?
I loved it, man. This is
We're
great.
gonna run it back. Run it back with news next time.
Yeah,
with
100%.
booze next time. With booze
Booze.
next time.
Let's do it.
But until then, man, we got Royals open mic.
Yeah, we gotta go.
So we gotta
Christmas
fucking
party.
go get. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me at Chaz Velez on Instagram. Tommy Simard Comedy on Instagram. That was my phone probably exploding into a million pieces. This was an almost funny episode with the very funny Tommy Simard. Until next time, suckers. Bye.